Welcome to the No Dress Code Pod, where we keep it real, celebrate Black excellence, and dive into the things that matter most. Tune in, vibe out, and let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of the No Dress Code Pod. I'm your favorite host, as well as your favorite hoochie, legs out, not open, Bree. And if this is your first time listening, or if you're a returning guest, then you already know what I'm going to say because you already know how I feel about you. Thank you. Because without you, where would I be? Now, you guys already know what I'm going to say. Today is what? That's right, Wednesday. So that means you only have to get through Thursday because, say, Fridays work for Monday. Okay? Because Monday is never guaranteed. And if you lose your job or something, God forbid, something happens to you to where you cannot show up on Monday, I promise you, your job is going to be posted. Your job is going to be okay. Say Fridays work for Monday. Now, again, this is coming from somebody who is unconventionally employed, so do with that information what you may. But when I was working in the corporate world, I say Fridays work for Monday, because you ain't finna stress me out on Friday. What? I done already let you work me Monday through Thursday. You're not finna stress me out on Friday. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. If you're not, there's nothing I could do for you in this moment but continue to speak it over you and pray that your week going forward is amazing. But no matter how your week is going, drop it in the comments and let me know. Because if maybe somebody in the comments can turn your week around. You never know. So before we get into today's episode, I know I promised to bring you out my business a little bit, and a little bit I do me. Before I get into today's episode, though, let me tell you guys how my week has been. My week has been okay. Nothing new really to report. I'm still a gym girly. I did for the first time ever complete a 5-day run week. I've never been that consistent in my life when it comes to running. And I completed 5 days in a row. So I'm super proud of myself. I've also shaved down 14 pounds in 2 weeks. So, I still have like 9 or so pounds left to go because I did gain some. So 14 pounds down in 2 weeks. I'm proud of myself. I'm trying to figure out what else is happening in my week that I could update y'all on. I can't hear out my left ear. Shit muffled right now. It's real clogged up. Tried to fix it, but it's real clogged up. It is what it is. I never really thought I'd get on this show and say I got a clogged up ear because, but shit, it's life. It happens. I'm not the only person who ever had a clogged ear, I'm not the last. So yeah. So with all that being said, though, let's get into my business, which is today's topic. So I'm gonna just keep it honest with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all today. This episode may not be an hour. This episode probably won't have a Reddit because this one is just more personal to me than it is like a general episode. This episode also may not be an hour because I'm not feeling well. I'm just keep it home with y'all. I've been very nauseous. I'm not feeling my best. So I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to give y'all all I got. And next week, we should be better. We should be better by next week is all I'm saying. So, if y'all have watched this show since the beginning, and I really feel like y'all should have. If y'all haven't, you can go back and tune into any of the older episodes at any given time. One thing that I'm very consistent about, especially on this show, is I don't have no exes. Because, baby, how long are you supposed to claim me? Like, how long do you want the rights to be like, oh, I dealt with her? I know I'm somebody, but you ain't finna ride on my coattail. So I've been very persistent about me not having no exes. And also, that I mind my business. I mind my business in real life and I mind my business on this show. That's two things I'm always do. Mind my business and not claim no man that I used to deal with. There's no particular order. That's just how it works. That's just how it works for me. But one thing I'm on my business, okay? At this age and this stage and this place of where I am in life, I don't go looking for drama. I don't. I'm not gonna say I'm scared of it, but I don't go looking for drama. I try to avoid it at all costs because I know who I am and I know how I am and I know how I get. And you don't really know how I get because I be trying to keep that to myself. Like, I'm not the drama girl. I take it to hell. When Michelle Obama said, "When they go low, we go high," I'm not there. I'm not there because when you go low with me and I respond, I'm taking it to hell. I'm taking it beneath hell. Like, hell is high for where I'ma take it. I don't play with people. So I'm on my business and I try to do my best to stay out of drama because I know where and how I'm gonna take it. And I don't like being that person. I really don't. Like, I have evolved so much from who I used to be to who I am now. I don't like being that person. So I'm not a when they go when they go low, we go higher. Okay? Cause the high for me is hell. That's as high as I'm gonna go for you when I decide, because I'm the type of person that I let people feel like they get to slip and slide. I'm not even gonna respond back to your first little form of disrespect. I'ma note it. But after so many notes, I can't keep letting you play in my face. I can't keep letting you think you getting away with shit. I gotta show you. Yeah, so I'm not a when they go lower, we go high type person. I'm just saying. I really do be trying to mind my own business, but I just feel like my business has its own agenda. My business be in places I don't be. And that's always crazy to me. My business and my name be outside more than I am. I recently ran into somebody I haven't seen in a few years, and they was like, "Oh, dang, I'll be looking for you. I ain't seen you in a while." And I be like, "Baby, I'm a hermit crab. Like, if you don't catch me at home, you 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna catch me." But it's crazy because I'm always at home. Like, I don't go outside. I have to have a legitimate reason to go outside. I have to legitimately love you to go outside for you. Like, I don't go outside. I am a hermit crab. Everything I need is in the house. Wi-Fi, boom. Streaming, boom. Food at the house. I could cook, baby. I don't need to leave the house. If I could, baby, I would be one of them people who like homestead. Like, I would grow my own food, like animals and all that. I'm not just talking about plants. I'm not a vegetarian. If I could grow my own like animals for food, baby, you would never catch me outside. The most you gonna catch me outside is when you see me on this screen wherever you're watching me at. That's the most you gonna catch me outside. But apparently my name and my business be having more fun than I do. Yeah, I don't know. I am I don't want to say I'm a private person because obviously I have a podcast that is somewhat based on me, based on my life, based on my own experiences that eventually I'm gonna share with you. Um, so I'm not necessarily a private person. I'm just not a public person. Those who get it, get it. I'm not necessarily a private person, but I'm not outside. Like, I just The thought of being outside, don't get me wrong, sounds amazing, but the reality of it, mm-mm. I'm not an outside girly. I'd love to be in. I love to be in the streets. I love to be in the sheets, not the streets. I love to be in the sheets. See, my name be outside in these streets so much, I'm getting the words mixed up. I love to be in the sheets. The only time I love to be in the streets is if I'm with somebody I love. Like, I genuinely have to love you to want to come out for you, and that's just me. Like, I don't know how else to put it for you. For example, like I went to an event and I literally was at that event. I didn't really speak to anybody. I spoke to a few people who literally spoke to me first. But initiating conversation, that wasn't me. So I spoke to a few people who spoke to me, and then, I just minded my business as far as that. Like, I just stayed to myself outside of the people who were talking to me. So this event has gone and passed, right? I'm still minding my business, not thinking anything of the event because, like I said, I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't get my number out. I wasn't doing too much. I wasn't in nobody's face. I wasn't smiling. I was smiling, but I wasn't smiling in nobody's face. Somebody at that event went back and told a man I had dealt with in my past, because I wasn't dealing with him at that moment. So a man I had dealt with in my past, like, oh, I seen your girl at the event and she was dressed like she was looking for attention. And it came back to me, and I'm like, sir, first off, I don't have to explain myself, but since you felt the need to bring it to me, let me debunk this, because it's wild that would even come apart. One, I was dressed like I threw some clothes on because that's genuinely what I did. I didn't decide to fully go to the event until I got up that morning and said, fuck it, I'm gonna go. I didn't plan no outfit. I threw on some shit out my dresser and went to the event. That tells you how much I really thought about going. But okay, dressed like I wanted some attention, that's crazy. When I stood in the corner necessarily, like theoretically, I stood off to the side and didn't really talk to anybody who didn't talk to me. Where's the attention? Now, if you saw my outfit and you liked my outfit and you caught yourself staring at me, that's between you and yourself. Don't be out here putting shit on me. Trying to go back and tell this man, like, oh, I was dressed like I was looking for attention. And if I was, I'm single. Remember that. You can't check me and that man can't check me. If I was, I'm single. Baby, I've never unfollowed somebody so quick on Instagram, because what are we talking about? I'm grown. I don't belong to you. I'm not dealing with you on any way, shape, or form. Why does it matter how I'm dressed? If you couldn't keep your eyes off of me because that was you, then that's you. Don't put that on me. It's like, you think you have me all figured out based on a look. First off, I have a brand to uphold. Let's not ever get shit twisted. Legs out, not open. Okay, I'm a hoochie. Legs out, not open. I'm going to present as my brand anytime I step out. Unless there is a specific dress code that I need to be following, I'm going to promote me and my brand at every opportunity. Remember that. Like, don't ever get shit twisted. The hoochie is part of the brand. And the crazy thing about it is, the same person, every time they see me, it's always like, oh, hoochie this, hoochie that. Like, you part of the hoochies. Like, you know what we hoochieing with. For you to turn around and act like you don't know what the brand is, sir, be for real. Be for real. Cause I'ma always promote me and I'ma always promote my brand. I'm always gonna promote my business every chance I get. I'm a hoochie. That's just part of the brand. And it's that situation is just so stupid to me because it's like the way there is a relay, like you have to tell somebody who you probably told somebody else, who probably told somebody else, who probably told somebody, which is fine. I don't really give a fuck what you tell nobody. But you probably told multiple people before you even told this man. Um, and it's just like, when was you gonna tell me? If you felt bold enough to tell somebody else about me, why not just come and tell me? When we've had conversations, it's not like I've been nothing but nice to you. When were you gonna feel the need to come tell me? Because honestly, I'd rather have heard it from you than have heard it from anybody else. I mean, it really wasn't gonna change how I reacted. It might have. I might not have unfollowed you. I might not have blocked you. Cause hearing it from somebody else is like, okay, I heard their spin on it. But what did you say exactly? Not that what you said exactly even matters, but what did you say exactly? Cause it's not gonna change really how I was dressed that day. It's not gonna change how I dress on any given day. You're not my man. I am completely single. Single, free to mingle, single as a dollar bill, like single as a penny. I'm single. I don't I don't care about what no man I'm not checking for has to say about me. Quiet as a cat, simple as put. Like, I don't care about no man that I'm not checking for thinks about me. Because if I'm being honest, it's really giving fan. And I love my fans, but I would prefer y'all to be part of the team. I would prefer y'all to feel like this is a collaboration and we support each other. Instead of you feeling like a fan, I want you to feel like you're part of the team. Cause if you're gonna be a fan, then sir, go ahead and alert Netflix. Get me a documentary. Do something with that. If you're gonna be a fan, go ahead, alert Netflix, alert BET, alert Hulu. Let Lifetime know it's my time to shine. They need to do a biopic on me. If you're gonna be a fan, do something with it. But I just don't like fake stuff like that because I thought we was cool. Just to find out you're insane. In my mind, you're insane, and there's no coming back from that. Yeah. And that is honestly part of why I love to be by myself. I love like I when I said I was a hermit crab, I was joking, but I was like low key serious as well. I truly only come out for certain people. I only come out for certain events. Um I truly have to love you to want to come out for you. Like otherwise, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I can't. And sometimes I do love you and I still can't come. So don't judge my love on whether or not I come out for you. It's just I can't do it sometimes. Sometimes I just can't. I'm mentally not there. And I have no problem admitting that on this mic anymore. I've been through depression. I go through depression. So far, I want to applaud myself because so far my seasonal depression has not hit as bad as it's hit in the past. Um this month, because it normally hits by September, October is dead end. So the fact that I have not really experienced the seasonal depression that I normally experience at this point in the year, I am grateful for tremendously. Like, words truly cannot explain how I feel and why I am so happy about not having had to experience that this year. But as I was saying, that is part of why I like to stay by myself. I like to stay to myself because I don't have to deal with fake energy around myself. I I I keep it real with myself. I tell myself I fucked up. I tell myself, like, I acknowledge my whole days. I acknowledge my messy shit. I acknowledge the shit that I done went through that I don't even talk about with my close friends and family. Like, I keep it real with myself. If I don't keep it real with nobody else, I keeps it real with me. And I keep it real with my friends. I've told them about some of my whole days. I mean, I feel like we all have hoe days, and that's why I'm not ashamed to be like, oh, I've had my share of hoe days. Who hasn't? And I can say hoe days because everybody defines their hoe days differently. Some people's hoe days was through text. Some people's hoe days was through sex. Some people's hoe days was, however they got it. I'm not one to judge. Because at the end of the day gonna end. And when this life comes to an end, baby, you don't have to answer to me for your sins. Just like I'm not gonna have to answer to you for mine. So I don't mind admitting what I've done to certain people because I'm gonna keep it real with myself before I keep it real with anybody else. Like, if I can't keep it real with me, I can't keep it real with you. And I do a lot of self-reflection by myself. So I really don't mind spending time with myself. I love spending time with myself more than I do anybody else. I love spending time with myself more than I do anybody else. I don't like having to fake. I don't like fake energy. I don't like people being around me who don't like me but act like they do, who are sitting in my face talking to me, but the minute this conversation ends, they go run and go tell somebody what I said. And it may not even be what I said about them, just what I said in general. And it could have been personal, it could have been private. I don't like that. I don't, because I don't run and tell your business. I don't like that. Like, I keep shit very close. Like, I don't like people who do that, and I don't like shit like that. So I rather chill at home. I rather chill by myself than deal with unnecessary shit that I don't have to deal with. And I feel like if you listen to this podcast and you've heard me talk plenty of times, because we've been talking for almost 2 years, or we've been talking for 2 years, you already know I don't like that shit. It's just certain things that I don't like, and certain things you can never get me to agree with or be on your side about. Cause it's like, I really be trying to mind my business. I really do. It's just that my business refuses to mind me. Okay, my business do not want to listen to me. My business do not want to stay. Like, if I've experienced life with you at any given point and you share what we experienced, but you only share the shit I did or the shit I shared with you, then you're part of the reason why my business does not want to just mind me. That's why my circle of friends these days is very small. Very small. Um I keep it that way for a reason. I do. I don't play them games no more. I keep it that way for a reason. And okay, so let me expose myself a little. And I feel like I'm saying exposed, but this isn't really exposure because I feel like I'm not the only one who feels this way. I, due to past, due to past situations I've been in with men that I knew, um, I have become very much a I have become a very much I don't need you, but also why aren't you here type of person. Like I am hyper independent in a sense. I enjoy my space, but I expect people to read my mind when I need support, especially my man. Um that in particular is to my man because my friends I don't expect them to read my mind when I need support. Although I feel like there are signs and 9 times out of 10 they'll catch it or they won't and that's fine. Because I don't talk to my friends every day. There's only like one person I talk to legitimately every day, either I want to say text or through DM, but no, I talk to this person text and DM damn near every day. Like, and yes, the conversations are different on text than it is in DM. Other than this one person, I can't expect nobody to, and I don't expect them to catch on either, but I can't expect anybody to catch on when I'm not even talking to you every day. How would you catch on? You know, how would you know that I'm in a dark space right now if you don't know? The only person I really expect that from is my man because I talk to you every day. I don't have a man now, so I'm not trying to portray this as if I got one. Um I want to say when I get a man, y'all gonna know because I'm so much of a fucking lover girl. Don't get me wrong. I know I talk about how I would never post my man on social media, and I wouldn't. I would never post my man on this podcast, and I won't. Um, but when I get a man, let me rephrase that. When I actually start wanting a man for something other than I just want you there because I want somebody to cuddle with, like I want the love without the responsibility. Oh my goodness. I want the affection. I want the title. I want it without the responsibility. That's what I want. And when I finally get that, y'all gonna know because I'm such a lover girl. I'm such a lover girl. Not every episode is gonna be my man, my man, my man, but I'm a lover girl and you're gonna hear about my man if he's doing right. If he's doing wrong, you're gonna hear about my man. Because I know we all have men who do right and men who do wrong. So whatever I'm going through with my man, you can correlate. Now I'm still not gonna tell you about shit that's going on currently. I'm still gonna put you in the past tense of what's going on, but yeah, when I get a man, if I decide that I really want to be serious about a man, yeah, because the options are there. I mean, I'm not gonna ever downplay myself and act like I don't have the options. The options are there. I just don't be wanting no man. I don't be wanting to take no man serious. I like the way the men look, but I don't like much about them after that. I just like the way they look. Cause I love a good looking man. This so off topic, y'all, but this how my brain works. So we gonna enjoy this because, like I said, I'm not feeling well anyway, and I still decided to show up. So, and when I say I don't want the responsibility, so due to past again situations I've been in with men that I ain't never been with, I hate arguing. I don't like to argue with a man. I don't like to argue with my friends, let alone argue with a man. Baby, the way if you get to arguing, I get to going quiet. The minute you get to raising your voice, I'm going quiet. Not because I agree with you, not because I'm scared of you, not there's a little fear in there, I won't lie. But not because I'm scared that you're gonna hit me. Or anything like that. But just past experiences and past traumas, I do not argue with men. You got it every time. I'm going to be quiet, not because I agree with you, not because I'm submissive, not because I'm better than the next chick who going to sit here and argue and go back and forth with you, not because of none of that. Just because I don't like to argue. I'm going to, okay, you got it every time. And that is one of my most toxic traits. And I know because when I was dealing with Mr. 9 to 5, he hated that. He hated that. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you. And granted, I am talking to you in a raised voice. And you shut down. You go quiet. Are you not listening? Do you not care? And it's like, no, I care. I'm listening. But I'm not arguing with you. I'm not raising my voice back at you. Because for one, I'm such a lover girl, baby. I'm going to end up crying now. Like, I'm very sensitive now. I'm going to cry. And I don't want you thinking I'm crying because you hurt my feelings, because 9 times out of 10, it might not even be that. I just don't like to be yelled at anymore. It triggers me. So I will cry. I'm just letting y'all know. No shame in my game. None whatsoever. And honestly, I'm one of those people. I know they say a lot of the times when women when women break up with you, they've already broken up with you months and ahead in their own like heart, right? They broke up with you in their heart. So when it's time to move on, it ain't really oh, I gotta heal. I healed while we were together. I healed before I said, hey, this ain't working for me. I need to get out. I am definitely one of those people. Before you end the relationship, or before I end the relationship, baby, I've already worked my way out mentally, emotionally. I've already been like, you know what? This is not feeding me. This is not making me happy. I remember I was dealing with Harry Potter. And again, I'm using dealing with loosely. In that situation, I had mentally checked out, emotionally checked out way before I said, hey, this ain't working. Because let me tell you, I remember the day it happened. So what happened was, I don't know what happened, right? But I feel like we had already said that this isn't working. There's really no need for us to continue to go back and forth. This is not working. We're not working. This ain't it for us, right? So I said, okay, you're right. This ain't it for us. Cool. So we're still in that gray area of things. And at this age, I don't feel like I'm going to allow that gray area to continue. But we're still in that gray area of things where we're talking every day. It still kind of feels like we're together, but I already know mentally we're not, because I done checked out. You done already said this ain't working for us. And I agreed, because prior to that, I was already on my way out. there had been so much shit leading up to that I said, oh yeah, baby, by the time you hit that, I was already like, okay, you're right. This not working for us. We don't need to do this. So he had texted me and he was like, you don't want to do this. You don't want to, X, Y, and Z. And would you this? And I'm in the shower, at my own house. So he was texting. So I'm in the shower at my own house. And I read the text message and I said, you're right. I don't. So let's not do it anymore. Like, you go on your way, I go on my way. I don't want to do this anymore. You're completely right. And that man must have flipped the table. I knew it. You're a liar. You're this. You're that. And it's just like, no, I meant what I said when I said it, but I probably didn't. I'm a lover girl. The idea of love feels amazing to me. The concept of love seems amazing to me. I'm on social media and I'm watching people in love and it makes me happy. I want that. I love that for them. I don't want the responsibility of babying your needs. I don't want to princess pamper you. Although I can, don't get me wrong, I can take care of a man. Taking care of a man that takes care of me truly does make me happy. But I don't want to princess you. I don't want to pamper you. No, I'm on my way out. You're right. Completely. 100%. Don't get me wrong. That's what it is. And I just, you're right, sir. You're right. I could be every bitch in the book. I could be every hoe in the book. I could be whatever it is you want me to be. Just know that we will not be together. Because when I'm dealing with somebody, and this is my downfall. This is truly my downfall. When I'm dealing with somebody, I am loyal to that person. Whether we have a commitment or not. Whether we have a title or not. And this is my downfall. This is a part of me that I'm working on. I have to constantly remind myself, especially when dealing with Mr. 9 to 5, when I was dealing with him, that we are not together. I understand that you are free to do with what you want to do. I understand I am free to do what I want to do. But I don't want to do nothing that's going to jeopardize what I got going on with you. And you don't feel that same way because you're free to do what you want to do. And this ain't it. We're not together. There's not a title. There's no form of commitment. There's no sense of commitment for you. Like, and I'm just like, yeah, you're right. You're right. But I get loyal. Like, that's not my man. But I do stuff for him like he's my man. Cause I like that man. That be me. And you can call me stupid. Don't get me wrong, because I've called myself stupid. So I know. But also I'm not stupid because I'm just enough delusional. That is where my delusion comes in. I started at 75%. I'm down to like 50-50 now. I know when I'm being stupid, which is really just me being delusional because I like to play. I like to play in my mind and convince myself that this is more than what it is, but still in the back of my mind knowing what it is. I never forget what it is. So I'm just a little delusional. But I'm loyal and I'm delusional. I don't care what none of your homeboys told you. They lying. They ain't never got a chance at me. And we're not together. And you've made that very clear, so I could get at your homeboy if I wanted to. But I don't, because that's your homeboy and I fuck with you. And you make me smile. And that's the delusion in me, okay? And in situations like that, it's like, I tell you from day one, I don't like drama. I don't want to be in nobody's drama. If you got something going on with somebody else, don't put me in the mix. Keep me out the drama, because if anybody ever comes to me telling me that you're their man, I'm going to tell them I asked him straight up. He said he was single. There's something I could do. If I asked that man, he said he was single, that's that's what I'm going to do. Fact check him? Because I ain't fact checking. If I don't see no signs of you, how am I supposed to know you there? You're not on Instagram. You're not in his house. There's no lashes. There's no women's slippers. There's no, women's soap. Like, at the minimum is a woman's soap, right? There's no extra toothbrushes. Just the basic of things. How am I supposed to know you there if I don't see no signs of you there? No toothbrush? No soap? No loofah? Baby, how am I supposed to know you there? Everything about this man screams he's single. I ain't fact checked him. When I went to the house and I saw that there was no signs of you or a woman there, that was all I needed. Don't come at me, come at your man. Because your man knew about you, not me. So in the situations, in the times where I don't know about you, come at your man, not me. Because I ask. I started asking with Mission 9 to 5. For one, are you single? For two, is there anybody that does not believe that you're single? Like, if I come to your house, is there anybody that's going to feel away? Is there anybody that's going to be like, that's my man? Let me know something. Now, that man was fine. I might still. No, I'm just playing. That man was fine. I might have still slid in. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. Them days is behind me. I'm just playing. Them days is behind me. No, but I did ask because I wanted to be sure and I wanted to be clear that there was nothing going on. Just needed to know. And when I say like I just be at home chilling, okay, for instance, I brought up that party a few episodes ago, about a party that was a while ago, and I wasn't invited to the party, but people there knew me. There was some people there that knew me and was debating on whether to invite me to the party. Baby, you didn't have to invite me, I promise. The debate didn't even need to happen. I understand. I don't know why it was a debate. I really don't, because at the time I thought I had no issues with these people. I just didn't speak to them because I didn't see them. They weren't within my immediate circle. We ran in different groups. I wouldn't have even thought, anything of it. And I guess that came up at the party, and the person whose party it was like, well, I'm glad you decided not to invite her, because if you did, I wouldn't have came, or I would have left. And it's like, why would you have left your own party? You could have just told me to leave. But you didn't have to worry about that, because even if I had been invited, I probably wouldn't have went anyway. I was in a bad space that year. It was a big time for me. I was going through a lot, life-wise. My dad had passed, so he wasn't here to like have these like big celebrations with me. So, it was a lot. I wouldn't have went to that party that year anyway. But for me to have been discussed at a party, to me, was insane, because I knew, like, I had been to parties, I had my own parties and all this, and at no point in time did these people ever become topic of conversations, because truly I had not talked to these people in like 6 years, 4 years, like 2 or so. It had been years since I spoke to these people. I haven't seen you guys in I don't know how long. Why am I even a topic of conversation? Did I leave a lasting impression on your life? Like, I don't know. Like, why am I trending? The only time I want to trend is for my business. And I don't mean my personal. I mean my financial businesses, okay? I mean NDC. I mean NDC Baked Goods. Yeah, that's what I mean. Speaking of NDC Baked Goods though, I do have a big order coming up. Not necessarily big order, but a nice order. People at my gym have supported me and I appreciate that. Somebody wants banana nut bagels. Never made those before, so we're gonna see how that turns out. What else? Oh, everything bagel. Somebody ordered a blueberry bagel and somebody ordered a banana nut muffin. Those last two orders were not gym orders, but still honorable mentions. And I'm trying to do them all in one day so that I can just rest for the rest of that day. And then also because my birthday is coming up, I am doing a little dinner. I'm thinking about lamb chops and lobster tails. I gotta see. I do have lamb chops. The lobster tails is what I'm gonna see on because baby, the budget. Okay, the budget. I am unconventionally employed. That means I have unconventional finances. We're gonna figure this out. And plus I have to meet my goal. But I have decided to try out some lamb chops just in case I meet my goal. I need to know how to make them before the day of because you can't. I would hate to wait to the day and try to make them for the first time and fuck some shit up. So I'm doing my best. I'm gonna go ahead and test them out early. I will include a video or something of it if I get everything done and let you guys know how it goes. But yeah, I'm saying all this to say that I may be a catch in relationships and friendships and life itself, right? But I am also, and I warn people every time, I am also a caution sign. Please deal with me at your own risk. Cause I'm okay with not talking to you for 3 months and picking back up like everything is fine. Like, please deal with me at your own risk. If you're not one of those people, then I can't talk to you every day unless you're my man. I got one friend I talk to every day. Other than that, you got to be my man. Yeah, it's no hard feelings though. It's no hard feelings. I stopped texting. I stopped responding back to people. I even stopped responding back to the person I talk to every day. Like, we'll talk throughout the day, and then eventually I may stop responding back because maybe I was just going through some stuff. Like maybe I got sad and I didn't want to talk, or maybe I just got distracted. And sometimes they stop responding back, and I don't pressure them. There's usually very rarely a double text unless it's something that's important. So like if they don't respond back to my text and I sent them like something that had to do with like maybe that man or something like that. If it's like important, I will send another text like, hey, this and the third happened. Would you bam or whatever the case may be? Because usually it's not nothing to do with the last text. But yeah, like I'm very much just a caution sign, a deal with me at your own risk type of person. You just gotta know how to deal with me. Because I love being at home. I would love to find another remote job. The last one I had, it was okay. It was call center. So that tells you everything you need to know. I don't want to be on nobody's phone all day. I don't want to talk to people all day, or I could be in somebody's office. I would love another remote job though. Because I truly enjoy being alone. Like there is nothing greater than me not having to deal with people. Me not having to deal with people on a everyday basis is why I can go out and deal with my friends when they invite me out. And they don't invite me out often, and I'm not asking them to invite me out more. But it's why I can go out and enjoy myself, because I don't gotta deal with nobody every day. I'm here for you. Like, I'm here for you. I'm enjoying myself because this is a treat. This is a treat. I'm not an outside girl. The only time I want to be outside is when I'm on vacation. Vacation me and I'm outside. If we at home, I'm at home. I do not play. I'm at home. Like, I'm not at home alone. I'm not home lonely. I am at home thriving. There is something about just being at home. I don't know. Like, people who don't like to be at home, I don't get y'all. I really don't. I understand we only have one life and life is short and we should experience it as much as we can. Y'all should be outside if y'all want to be outside, but I'm not an outsider. I'm an insider. It's safe in here. It's safe. I ain't got to worry about the club getting shot up. Unless I wanted to. I ain't got to worry about... And baby, let me tell you, ain't no clubs getting shot up around here. I don't have to worry about nothing. I don't have to run into nobody with the he say, she say. I don't have to run into nobody with the dirty looks. I don't have to worry about nobody like doing nothing. Baby, I love being at home. There truly is no greater feeling than being at home for me. That's why I don't like, even when I was younger, I've never been an outside girl like that. Like, I would go out more than I do now, but it was never really my thing. I was going out because the people I was going out with enjoyed being outside. I've always been an inside type of girl. Don't know what it is about me, but I've always been an introvert. Always just... I think the older I got, the more I loved being at home more, but I've never been a let's go out, let's go to the club, let's go to this party type of girl. I'm not a dancer. I don't dance. I like to smoke a little weed. I like to drink a little drink, but I do not do that around everybody, and I will not allow myself to get drunk around everybody. So I'm an inside person. I don't like getting drunk around people I don't trust. I won't. Like, I gotta have somebody there with me that I trust before I decide to get drunk. Cause then I know I'm be alright. Yeah, I don't do that, and I don't drink like I used to for reasons that I've listed before. I could list them. I don't think I've ever went into detail. I'm sure I haven't, but I can go into detail about why I don't drink like I used to. But I don't drink like I used to. I smoke a little weed every now and then, and I keep to myself. Cause the weed gonna knock me out, and I need to be knocked out in my own home, in my own bed, or with somebody I trust. And I don't trust that many people, so the only thing that I be craving from time to time is like stimulation, but I don't crave people. I crave like projects, like this podcast, like NDC Baked Goods. I want to create new recipes and stuff. I crave things like that. Like, I crave being creative, creativity. Creativity that brings finances for sure is something that I crave 100%. I will admit though, some days I spend a lot of time alone. I spend a lot of time alone. So some days, my mind is not my friend. Some days I have to talk myself out of my mind. And that's why, like I said, I talk to somebody every day. She's not my therapist, although, I should have one. But I talk to somebody every day because sometimes my mind just plays tricks on me, and I understand that, and I know that though. And I can acknowledge that, and I know when my mind is playing tricks. Now, I won't know how long this episode is really until after I edit it. But like I said, I have not been feeling good today. I'm not feeling good today. I appreciate you guys for showing up and showing out with me though. And let me go ahead and just address the elephant in the room, okay? This is gonna be my last week wearing this style. Okay, I don't mean the bun, I mean the braids, period. They coming out this week. Next time y'all see me, it's gonna be my natural hair still, but it's gonna be done by me because again, unconventionally employed means unconventional finances. But I am gonna get my hair done soon because my birthday is coming up. That's important. I do have a little, if everything goes planned accordingly, I do have a party planned. I will do my best to include clips of it in this video or in the video that appears after my birthday. If you guys are watching this before my birthday and you guys want to know when my birthday is, it's October 11th. If you would like to know what I want for my birthday, I feel like I've already listed it before, but I want a KitchenAid stand mixer. I want a Ninja slushie, and I want a griddle. They have a Ninja sizzle, and they have a Blackstone. Now, I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not requesting y'all get it, but a closed mouth don't get fed. Clock that. My daddy said a closed mouth don't get fed, so I'm going to go ahead and open my mouth and let y'all know what I want. I will also update after my birthday to tell y'all what I got, if I got any of these 3 items. So then we can just cross it off the list and we can go forward with Christmas. I can go forward on my Christmas list as to what I didn't get for my birthday. Yeah. So I don't know how long this episode is. I don't know how long this episode's going to be until after I edit it. But, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hope that you feel like you got a little bit more of my business. It probably wasn't everything I was hoping for. But I'm trying to figure out a way. I was coming on. I had actually planned to talk about how I feel like I deal with men who hate me, who really don't like me. And I just couldn't get it to flow naturally. Like I couldn't get a flow of it. It wasn't flowing the way I wanted it to. So I'm telling y'all, it'll still be a topic one day. I just got to figure out how to get it to flow for me. Because if it don't feel natural, I'm not putting that shit out. That's just 100%. Like, I'll just let y'all know I deal with men who I feel like don't really like me. And there's just simple signs that I won't list right now. But there are signs that I just feel like I deal with men who don't like me. And that's okay. And I think that's okay because I really don't be wanting the responsibility of dealing with a man anyway. So better to deal with one who don't like me than deal with one who likes me and end up hurting them, So again, I really do try to be in my business. I really do try to stay in my business. I really do try to mind my own business. I stay home. I stay quiet. I focus on me. I focus on my podcast. I focus on NDC Baked Goods because, again, I'm going to plug myself every chance I got, every chance I get. But, baby, somehow my business be at brunch. Okay? It be in a group chat, and it's clearly living a better life than I be living. I mean, I'm not jealous, but it clearly be living a better life than I be living. And that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Again, I'm not feeling too well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you guys don't forget to turn that bell notification on so you're notified every time we drop a new episode. As well as don't forget to tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to pull up because they're going to love it here, just like you do. And I'll see you in next week's episode. Bye. You're still here? You know the show's over, right? Don't cry. We'll be back next week. I gotta go be a hoochie. In the meantime, catch up on the older episodes.